fully funded is?
A fully funded school means a lot to me.
That's such a nice thought.
Like them paying for everything?
Yeah.
Like if your school had everything it needed, what would it look like?
Man!
Being always in an environment that doesn't look like myself can be disconcerting at times. And then when you find yourself in a room full of people that look like you and that understand what you have to say without having to explain it is very powerful.
We need our basic needs met. I want to know that when my student hurts him or herself, I can send that child to the nurse and they will be taken care of. But we don't have a full-time nurse anymore. I want to know that my students have a way to get computer skills and know how a library works, but we no longer have a librarian because of budget cuts.
It would make our classrooms better, it would make our communities better, it would make our state better, and it would make our country better.
When we talk about fully funding, it's not just about in the classroom. We have students that don't have a home. We have students that don't have a good home life.
I would think a fully funded school will help my special needs kids get the kind of materials they need to learn. They all have different levels of learning. They all have different resources we have to use to teach them.
I think it would mean not having to fundraise for 75% of my budget. It would mean not having to rely on parents or special events, and making sure that I'm putting in all those extra hours on top of teaching and lesson planning just to make sure I have the resources I need for my students.
So a fully funded school would mean that preschool, these kids come in knowing their letters and their numbers and their sounds, and they're ready.
It means not having to wait when there's a crisis going on. Education is not just about math and science and history. It's about raising strong, productive, caring, compassionate children who grow up to be leaders in our communities.
And it doesn't matter where they're coming from, what their parents make, or what district they're in, that every student will have equal access to everything that they need to learn.
Without fully funding schools, we cannot serve our students to their full potential.